Welcome to the Rotax Max Junior opening round here in Pista di Azzurra in Jesolo, just north of Venice in Italy. The season is upon us and these young drivers are going to be really excited. The Junior Max is for drivers aged between 13 and 15 and they all use Mojo D1 tyres. Look at the concentration, they're ready to get this season started. The 2014 Rotax Max Junior. All with identical engines in these karts, so it really is going to be massively down to the quality of the drivers. The cream will rise to the top. And here we go, we got Max Hoffa kart 301 in pole position, with Garbats is in second position. They take the start and it's all nicely in line, and they're tearing down to that first corner. They're all close together. Oh no, and there's contact. There was a spinner in the middle of the pack. That's kart 309, Karol Yarmanovic, that was spun, and I think the other kart was 376 Nico Russman, and unfortunately it looked like he had his hand in the air and was not able to get going. Unfortunate incident after the first corner. It actually looked like there was another kart out there as well. I think that was kart 395 Pavel Taborski. So two karts out on the first lap. Really not what they were looking for the start of the season, but it is the pre-final. They've got the final to come. Obviously the finishing positions in this pre-final determines where they start in the final. So in the lead we have kart number 301 Max Hoffa, but he's got a lot of attention there at the moment from 379. That is Wojciech Garbacz, sorry. Yeah, he's not letting him get away, is he? He's keeping close. And then it's take your guess behind that. They're all absolutely a snake of karts following each other around. How long's this battle going to continue? Max Hoffa, unsurprisingly as he's out in the lead, does currently have the fastest lap of the race, 52.884. This is a 14 lap race though, and he's only completed the one lap so far, and he hasn't been able to shake off the second place kart just yet of Maciej Krupek. Yeah, so it's Maciej Krupek that is in second now, sorry, 344. Oh, and that's 376 Nico Russman. We saw him in the contact on that first corner incident and he wasn't able to get going. Unfortunately we had a spinner and there was such a gaggle of karts altogether that there was nowhere left for him to go. Very unfortunate situation there. But battle is continuing. You see another kart off the side there, but I think that was either Nico Russman or Pavel Taborski that's over there. 26 runners in this race from the start, so 24 still going. Hence we've got such a gaggle of karts all together battling for position in this opening round. Riding the curbs, straight line in the corners as much as he can. But he's just stretching out a bit of a lead there is Max Hoffa. Getting faster and faster as he crosses the line at the end of his third lap, and that is 50.799 that he's done there. So he continues to get that little bit quicker, 50.145, sorry. So yeah, he's still getting quicker as the race goes along. Of course, he has had the practices yesterday. They're quite lucky that they've not got the wet conditions that some of the other classes have experienced today, but you can see the track's not necessarily bone dry at the moment, so they need to be aware there's probably a few parts of this race that are going to be a little bit slippy, and we have a very close contest going on there between four karts, and just then in the forefront we saw another two of them absolutely glued together. So there is contest all the way down through this field, but our leader, Max Hoffa, is just stretching away ever so slightly as he comes across to complete the fourth lap. Has he been able to go even faster again? I'm sure he's going to be looking to, because he has stretched out a lead, but not enough to relax, I don't think. The second place car of Maciej Krupek is going to be looking to close up further. And in fact, the fastest man on the track that lap was Richard Verschoon. So Richard's going to be looking to close up on second place, Maciej Krupek at the moment. So keep an eye on that one. Our leader, as we say, just pulled out a little bit of a lead there. But there we can see it, that 377, Richard Verschoon, certainly has closed up. With that fastest lap of the race so far that he put in last time round, he's closed right up onto the back of Maciej Krupek. And just behind them we have, as our leader comes across to complete the fifth lap of the race. So 9 laps left to go. So Nicholas Schall is running in 4th position. Wojciech Garbecz is in 5th. And Mick Wischofer is in 6th. So fantastic international field that we've got here. Big group of drivers at this event all weekend. 120 drivers from all over Europe, really contesting to the Central and Eastern European and Hungarian Championships, opening round here in Italy. As our leader just effortlessly glides it through the corners. There's our second place man, or is he second place? That was Richard Verschoon. Did that show him in second now? I have to see as they come across the line. I think he has. So Richard Verschoon has managed to get himself started 4th on the grid, and I think he's got himself up to second. We'll see the times as it clicks over. Just trying to catch the number as it flicks through the speed. Yes, it is 377. Richard Verschoon has got himself ahead of Maciej Krupek, and is he going to look to try and close in now on Max Hofer? Has he got the speed? We saw that he did have the fastest lap of the race a couple of laps ago, and no one's managed to beat that just yet. And that's 6 laps completed so far of this 14-lap race, so 8 laps left to go. About to come up to leave it with only 7 laps to go, and we can see that the duels all the way through the field. And remember that these guys are 13 to 15 years old. These are the stars of the future, and they're really showing their class here, especially our leader. Credit where it's due. Max Hofer, he's just put in his fastest lap of a 49.366, so he really is putting the power down. He's going to want to make sure that Richard Verschoon, with that fastest lap of 49.365, is not able... I mean, there's how close it is. 49.365 is Richard Verschoon's fastest lap. 49.366 Max Hofer did. So 0.001 the difference between the drivers' respective fastest laps. So if he can manage to just close that gap, if Max just makes the slightest little mistake that enables Richard Verschoon to close on up, we're going to see a titanic tussle between drivers that seem to be very equally matched at the moment. What of course is it going to mean is that Max isn't under undue pressure, so he's not having to look over his shoulders as we see further down these drivers that are in these very exciting battles, but it means they're having to pay as much attention to the drivers behind them as they are to the lines that they wish to take, potentially taking lines that are a bit more defensive rather than fastest. Because we've seen that it's very easy to throw a kart up the inside here, and we've seen plenty of overtaking all weekend. And in fact, there's a couple of points in the circuit where it goes from a right-hander to a left-hander, and if you can hold it out round the outside, you'd be on the inside next time round. We've actually just got a fastest lap by Janis Slavinsky. So Janis Slavinsky started 12th. Where has he got himself up to? He's just put in that... Good grief, he's in 7th. Yeah, he's in 7th position after starting 12th. Wow, that's an impressive drive, and he currently has that fastest lap. As I say that, Max Hofer has now beaten that with a 48.945. So Max is just stretching his legs, 48.945, just edging it out compared to 49.2 that Janis did last time round. So he's really starting to show his classes, Max Hofer. Remember, this is the pre-final. There is points, but the bigger points are up for grabs in the grand final. We have a yellow flag showing there. Have we got another retirement? Didn't really see anyone, but of course that could be that they've pulled over to the, in effect, the pits over there. We'll keep an eye on that and see. I've got a feeling we may have lost Daniel Mahacek, but we'll keep a bit of an eye on that one and see whether we can tell who it is that's gone. So 375 under pressure from 321 there. So that is Felix Kocic under pressure from Jan Solar. Really trying to make them count, trying to see what position they're in. They're certainly in the top half, and as I'm looking at the screens at the moment, it's showing the bottom half, but no, I've just missed. Oh, there we go. So they're in 11th and 12th. So a great tussle between 11th and 12th place there. A little bit further down, there is 3:01, our leader, Max Hofer, just gliding it around these corners, trying to get it to the finish. He's only got 3 laps to go, or probably 2.5 now. Desperately making sure that he can keep those lines. As I've said, he's not having to look at the drivers behind him anymore. He's able to focus on himself, so he's just getting that little bit quicker. I'm sure he's going to start getting to the stage pretty soon where he's going to know he's got enough of a lead so he doesn't need to push it and take any undue risks. Richard Verschoon still in second place in kart 377, and it's Maciej Hrupek in third in kart 344. I think we've got 371 in fourth position, which is Nicholas Scholl. Yes, it is, and Mick Wishofer in fifth in kart 388. The close battle actually is Wojciech Garbach is right up with Mick Wishofer, so he's looking to push him all the way through. So that's 379 is glued to the back of 388 as I look at the timing screens. And the leader coming through to complete his penultimate lap and take the last lap board by my calculations. We'll see as they come over that in the excitement I haven't got that wrong, but as we look further back, there's some battles taking place here. I think the closest battle is going to be between 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. They seem to have got themselves glued together as our leader now, Max Hofer, goes through onto the final lap of this 14-lap race. He's just edged it out even further. What sort of lap time did he do on that one as I wait for it to flick back over? He's still got the fastest lap of a 48.9. That wasn't on the last one. He did a 49.3. So he's backed it off by about half a second. He knows he's got the lead, 49.5. So even the second place knows that he's probably too far behind our leader, Max Hofer. Can see that he's just smoothly taking those lines, not making any mistakes as much as he's probably wishing he would. So he's not able to close, but he's not under pressure either. So Richard Verschoon in second, not under pressure from Maciej Hrupek in that third position. But it really is keep an eye as our leader now goes across and takes the checkered flag. An absolutely faultless race there for Max Hofer. Takes that win by a very comfortable margin. I think we're looking at around 3 seconds roughly that he managed to win that by. Wonderful performance, absolutely flawless. In second place, Richard Verschoon. Third, 344, Maciej Hrupek. 371, Nicholas Scholl in fourth. Fifth was Mick Wishofer, and sixth, Wojciech Garbach. And in seventh, we had Shanis Slavinsky all the way up from 12th.